Well, guys, after days and days of thinking this through, I am 99% sure I have come to the conclusion that I will be selling some of my Pokemon product. For those of you guys who've been living under a rock, then don't watch this video, but everyone knows that Pokemon is in its most craziest outburst it could possibly be in right now, with prices at literally all-time highs beyond the roof and everything in between. I should probably get rid of this, guys. Just close your eyes. This was from a previous video. If I had to draw a roof right now on Pokemon cards, I feel like this is a regular house roof, right? Just crazy example. Pokemon usually is like this. 2020 might have been like this. But now, guys, I think we broke through the roof and are heading to the clouds. Unfortunately, you can't see the white, but you guys get my point. Pokemon is right now, I guess, to be 100% honest, you could say like right here, we have Journey Together releasing literally in 4 days from now, which will just boom it again. And then we have Team Rocket, whatever, Lost Rivals, like right over here. And sure, it might go up again, but honestly, in investing, there comes two things, guys: buying low, selling high, and the most important factor is profit, right? I hate investors who think that this Pokemon bull run will last forever, because we know evidence has proven that in 2020 to 2021 we had the craziest bull market in Pokemon history, and it died down, and people who bought in at 151, people who bought the Evolving Skies booster boxes for $140 like me during the time, and I'm not trying to brag, I'm just trying to make a valid point here. People who bought Pokemon during this time, guys, are the true winners of investing. $40 you could have bought, okay, practically 55, but if we go back more a year, really cheap. People who bought aren't really seeing that much profit now. For example, if I were to buy a 151 Elite Trainer box today, and in 2 months, sure, it might go up to 240 and 250, but the people who bought back then are the real winners. And I'm actually getting kind of concerned now. In ways, I'm actually thinking this through, and I'm trying to think it through in a humble way, guys. And by the way, I love the comments in these videos, so please keep commenting what your guys' thoughts are. But please be aware. I actually got to say this. I forgot to say this in the intro. There are a lot of spammers, bots in the comment section who are promoting false activities. I had one in my last video. I got to make that clear, guys. Don't fall. They're talking about random stuff, so just keep that in mind. It's kind of pissing me off, but this is what they do now. Anyway, back to my point. Right, we know, guys, we're going through the biggest bull market in Pokemon history, but at the end of the day, there will always be a dip. There will always be a bear market. It's gonna happen one day. I honestly think every single day that I wake up, we're getting closer and closer to this bear market. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Pokemon cards, there's just a recent paper that came out. There's just, some evidence proving that it is, in words, slowing down. It might not be slowing down at a rapid rate, but I honestly think it is slowing down. And sure, you can argue me all you want, but I have a feeling, and I have a feeling in me that within the next few months, prices will slow down. People who bought Prismatic Evolutions for, an ETB for really cheap are going to regret not selling it now, because sure, I said this, Prismatic ETBs will hit $150 guaranteed. I'm still onto that projection, but there's always going to be that time, guys, when stuff dies down. And I'm trying to just prove a point here, is that, like, I got to be very humble in investing, because greed kills the human flesh, physical mind. Because I got to make it clear, the products I am buying today are products that I can find at retail. For example, I'm actually getting myself some Temporal Forces Elite Trainer boxes for MSRP for $40. Yes, $40 at Target. If you do find them, keep that in mind. Currently, they're selling on the third market for $70. And listen, for those of you guys who hate scalpers and blank, whatever, at the end of the day, Pokemon does come down to just profit and money. And this is what this channel is. So if you don't like that, then I'm sorry. I'm not a scalper. I'm not someone who buys every product, but I do go and I do buy it, and I'm going to resell now. I'm 90% sure I am. But my point is, guys, right? It's temporal forces, bro. Who the blank is going to want this set in 2 to 3 years? No one. My point being is if I don't sell this set now, I probably won't be able to profit off of it. And I don't know if you guys could see that right here, but there is just a little bit of a pullback right here. And sure, it's $1, but who knows? This could be a literal downfall. And the nice, genuine thing is that people are actually buying them for the price. So it does, in words, make me think, all right, so maybe I should sell now. I don't want to wait another few months and then be like, oh, are you kidding me? And listen, even if I am wrong about this whole video and say I just like completely talked garbage, right, this whole time, and say I sold like right here for 60 in ETB, and let's just say in the next few months it does end up rising slowly to around $70, there's no regret in that because I bought it down here and I still sold for profit. There's nothing wrong with me selling, profiting, and be like, dang it, bro, I could have made more money. Because at the end of the day, there's always that risk with Pokemon cards, and I have been getting a lot of comments on some of my videos being like, bro, you should be careful investing into Pokemon. It's really risky market. I 100% agree, but I've been investing in Pokemon cards for the past few years, and I know how the market works, and I know that the market, as of right now, is projected to have a little bit of a downfall. I'm not trying to scare any of you guys, but just something to keep in mind. Going on, I want to talk about Paradox Rift because I managed to pick up 4 Paradox Rift Elite Trainer boxes for MSRP for $50, which is a little bit more expensive. I thought they were going to be $40. And luckily, to my surprise, I could sell them right now, guys, for nearly $70. Again, repeating my point of profit. Going on, I managed to be finding a lot of Paldea Evolved, right? 3-pack blisters. I can go ahead and sell them each for 2 combos, right, for around $40 to $50, which is really, really strong margins. And the reason I'm bringing up these sets and sort of modern cards is because no one's going to be wanting Paldea Evolved truly, right? Like, let's be for real. If someone said 5 years from now, hey, do you remember Prismatic Evolutions? You're going to be like, yes, that set was crazy. Hey, do you remember Paradox Rift? What was that set? Did that come? Yeah, no one's going to know. So my point being is, like, the sets that people are going to want are the sets you sort of carry on to. But the sets like Paldea Evolved and, you know, Paradox are the sets I'm concerning to sell. And I'm sorry if I didn't really mention that earlier in the video. I probably should have said, like, more modern, stupid sets, in other words. But, you know, I think Prismatic Evolutions will always be a set in high demand, and I don't think it will ever reach MSRP. I think if we sort of draw this as a graph, guys, let me draw this down. By the way, let me know, do you guys like me drawing in these videos? I think it's like me drawing on a whiteboard in front of you so you can visualize it better. You know, if I had to put Evolving Skies, oops, wrong word, Prismatic, you know, these are the years 26, 27, 28, 30, like 20, 26, so you guys get that. And, you know, let's just call this line, right, MSRP. It's not the straightest line, but it works. We knew that Prismatic was always above this line, and I should probably, we're not in 2026 yet, oops, wrong one, but I think Prismatic will always be performing well, and in the long run, guys, it will definitely be a set that you're going to look back on and be like, wow, I missed out, if you couldn't get at MSRP or whatever. But it's a set that, like, it's so hard to get. It's a whole different video. I don't want to waste my time talking about it. But sets like Paradox Rift, sets like Temporal Forces, I honestly believe, guys, will hit MSRP again. And sure, they might not drop below because it will definitely be out of print, possibly during this time. I think it will just continue to be in mid-set. And then when we hop into the future years, like every other Pokemon set, it will slowly rise because it's out of print. And we're in a whole new era instead of Scarlet and Violet. And then we'll obviously see some gains. But that's sort of my point. And I think right now is the best opportunity to sell for my modern, bro. And I'm really hoping, guys, that I'm right and I'm not wrong about really a lot. Because I do gotta make it clear, I make these videos to help you guys learn and to help you guys invest in this market. And it's really, really crazy, but I'm gonna stop yapping. What do you all think? What a crazy video, and most importantly, just a crazy time. But Yeah, I'm gonna call it there, guys. Let me know what you all think. Have a great day. God bless. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.